What if the clothes we wear today were not only a symbol of culture and status, but also the very reason we survived? Imagine a time when the first humans standing tall in the face of predators used animal skins not for style, but for survival. What did it take to protect oneself from the harsh realities of nature? And how did this humble, essential armor evolve into the modern fashion we know today? Let's journey back 3.2 million years to uncover the raw roots of clothing, where survival instincts dictated every stitch. The sky above is overcast, and a chill has swept across the land, a sign of the coming night. As dusk settles, a small group of early hominins stands at the edge of a dense forest, eyes scanning the horizon. They are not alone in the wilderness. This world is still untamed, full of dangers lurking in the shadows. Large predators such as saber-toothed cats and giant hyenas roam the lands, hunting the herds of megafauna that graze nearby. These creatures are not just an awe-inspiring sight. They are a constant threat. In the midst of this unforgiving world, the early humans, our ancestors, are not yet the skilled hunters and toolmakers we would eventually become. Instead, they are a modest species, finding their place in the food chain as both prey and hunter. The clothes they wear, however primitive, are their most crucial defense. Early animal skins, crudely stitched together, shield them from the elements and the teeth of predators. The scene is a blend of tension and resilience. Around a crackling fire, a group of hominins gather their skin covered in the pelts of wild animals they've scavenged or hunted. Their movements are calculated, methodical, as they pull the rough hides tighter around their bodies, ensuring warmth as the cold night threatens to freeze them to the bone. Each skin draped over their shoulders or tied around their waists serves a purpose far beyond what we now associate with fashion. It is survival, plain and simple. There is no vanity here, no sense of style or personal expression. The skins they wear are functional, chosen for their ability to protect from the elements. The soft fur inside provides warmth against the biting cold, while the coarse, weathered exterior shields them from the sharp claws of predators and the jagged rocks they must navigate through the terrain. The protection is physical, but it also carries an innate sense of safety. As long as the skin remains intact, so too does their chance of surviving the night. However, this primitive clothing, though essential for survival, is far from perfect. The hides are heavy, and the stitching is rudimentary. They offer only limited mobility, restricting the wearer's ability to move swiftly and with ease. As the hominin tries to move through the thick brush, they are reminded of the limitations of this survival gear. Yet there is no other choice. In a world where danger is ever present and the elements are unforgiving, the skins they wear are their lifeline. But as the night stretches on, the firelight flickers, and the warmth from the flames begins to ease their weary bodies. For now, the skins serve their purpose. As dawn breaks, the first rays of light spill over the horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape. The early hominins stir their bodies stiff from the cold night spent wrapped in their animal skins. The fire is reduced to smoldering embers, but the warmth it provided remains a distant memory. Now, as the day begins, their focus shifts from the harshness of the night to the task at hand, survival. The soft hum of the morning wind rustles the leaves, a gentle reminder that nature is never still. The group, now more alert and agile, prepares to continue their journey. They shed the skins that once kept them warm, but the transition isn't just about shedding layers of animal fur. It's a moment of adaptation. The skins, once a shield against the cold, and the predators are now a resource, something to trade, to work with, and to learn from. They are no longer just survival tools. They are the beginning of something more, an evolutionary leap that will shape the future of humanity. Around a small clearing, one of the group members begins working with a piece of skin using sharp stones to make cuts. The first steps toward clothing as we know it begin here with these primitive humans manipulating their environment. The skin, now transformed from a simple survival tool into a crafted item, is the first tentative steps toward something far more complex. With every cut they learn, every stitch, however crude, is a lesson in the development of not just clothing, but culture. This moment is pivotal, a slow evolution from the primitive to the sophisticated. As the day unfolds, the group moves across the land, their animal skins now adapted for more than warmth and protection. They begin using them in new ways, as mats for sleeping, as shields against the sun, as tools to carry food or water. The skins have become more than just garments. They are multi-purpose survival tools. But the most significant transformation lies ahead. The skins they wear, though still in their rawest form, are beginning to take on new meanings. In time, these simple coverings will evolve. The first hints of fashion are emerging, subtle yet undeniable. The skins that once served only to protect will become symbols of identity, status, and culture. Soon, humanity will learn to adorn itself in ways that go beyond survival, finding meaning in color, design, and fit. For now, the group continues their journey, each step forging a path toward something greater. The skins, while still a necessity, are the first pieces of the puzzle that will eventually lead to the world of fashion. The journey from raw survival to modern clothing has begun, and the seeds of this transformation have been planted in the most basic of needs: protection. As the group moves deeper into the heart of their world, the landscape begins to shift, and with it, their approach to survival evolves. The wilds are filled with new challenges, rivers to cross, thick underbrush to navigate, and predators lurking in the shadows. Yet even in this harsh environment, the hominins adapt, constantly refining their survival techniques. The skins they wear have become even more than tools. They are a testament to their ability to manipulate their environment. One of the hominins, now more experienced and resourceful, begins to work with a new kind of skin, a thicker hide from a large herbivorous creature that once roamed the plains. This hide, unlike the lighter skins they have used before, offers a heavier layer of protection. Its rugged texture shields them against the sharp thorns of the underbrush and the scorching midday sun. This hide is transformed further, fashioned into a rudimentary cloak that drapes over the shoulders, offering both warmth and protection. The simplicity of the design, while practical, reflects the early beginnings of clothing as we understand it today. As the group assembles by a small riverbank, one of the younger members struggles to move with the weight of the newly fashioned clothing. It's not as flexible as the lighter skins they've used before, but it provides an added sense of security, especially when faced with the threats of nature. The transformation from animal skin as a purely functional tool to something worn for protection and modest comfort marks a critical shift in the evolution of clothing. But it's not just about survival anymore. There is something else at play. As they rest, the group begins to observe the way the hides are worn and the way they differ. The hominins start to notice how the skin from different animals offers distinct characteristics. Some are more resistant to rain, others are more breathable in the heat. As they trade materials with neighboring groups, the idea of fashion, even in its simplest form, begins to emerge. This early form of clothing is functional, yes, but it is also beginning to signify identity. As more and more hominins wear different kinds of hides, their clothing starts to reflect their status within the group. Those who wear cloaks made of tougher hides decorated with symbols of their skills as hunters or gatherers start to stand apart. The group, once uniform in their need for survival, now begins to differentiate themselves based on what they wear. These early steps mark the beginning of a deep cultural shift. The clothes they wear, once purely survival tools, are becoming markers of identity status and soon social rituals. As the group continues to evolve, so too will their relationship with the skins they wear. What began as a means of protection will soon evolve into something far more complex, a tool for expressing who they are, what they believe, and where they come from. The journey from animal skins to the world of fashion is no longer a distant thought. It is unfolding in real time, one simple yet profound change at a time.